So earlier this year, you may remember that I said that film photography is not really worth the hype for most people. And for the record, I still stand by that, but I do think that I've also found a method, an approach that has breathed new life into this medium for me. Today, what I want to talk about is my new approach to analog photography that has fixed my relationship to analog photography. When I embarked on this project, I said, the classic things, right? Film is really expensive, it's impractical, for me, I was even getting film versions of shots that I'd already taken on a digital camera, which, in my opinion, is just wasteful. Enter the Olympus PEN EE-3. This isn't a new camera for me, but it's probably my favorite film camera that I've ever used. It is a half-frame camera, which helps with the budget aspect, double the photos out of a single roll of film. It's also solar powered, so if you take a look at these little cells on the front, those actually capture light and power the light meter, so no batteries to worry about either. The lens is better than it has any right to be. The camera is small enough that it fits into a jacket pocket, and it's just neat. It's just kind of a quirky tool that I enjoy having in my hand. There aren't even any settings to adjust on this camera. You don't focus it, you just set the ASA, the film speed, and you're done. It does nothing, it costs almost nothing, and it's the perfect tool for what I'm trying to achieve here. Coffee went cold. I microwaved it, and now it's too hot. And like I alluded to, the expense of film, the impracticality of it, the friction of it, it keeps me from ripping through a roll of film. The last roll of film that I had in this camera, I actually had in there for I think almost 4 months. It was something like from February to mid-May, and I just got those scans back. Now, instead of having another batch of images to edit, sort through, categorize, I have instead a Walgreens Photo Center envelope of 4 months of memories from everywhere that we've been so far this year, and I really like this approach a lot better. But the beauty of it is I didn't do any editing, any real cropping, anything like that, no post-production, just basically culling through and deciding which images I liked enough to pay 29 cents or whatever to have printed. In giving film its own very, very specific role in my workflow, I think that I have created this relationship with it now that instead of it feeling expensive, impractical, redundant, whatever, it feels special, it feels unique, it feels like something that I get to do, not have to do, I guess, if that makes sense. And I mean, you can see there's nothing particularly special about these prints. They're not, mind-blowing works of art. A lot of them are just pictures of my partner sitting and drinking coffee. When we were in South Carolina, we were constantly blown away by all of the beach stores, like the budget stores, so I included a photo of Eagles beachwear, just for fun. Had to print this one from Asheville for obvious reasons. There's just some good, fun stuff in here, having beers, hanging out, seeing different places. This was the first day that I went downtown and saw the Loop in Chicago, saw the train going by and stuff like that. Got a skyline shot here too from when it was super hazy. But, I'm not gonna bore you and go through like my vacation photos with you, right? Like, I think everybody hates that to some degree. So instead, I really just wanna say, like, man, I've been having fun with this. And I think we take photography too seriously sometimes. I think that we take film photography way too seriously. No shade to people who do this stuff much, much more seriously than just, rolling around with a half frame, taking photos of their friends, family, partner, whatever. I definitely respect that approach. I respect all approaches to photography, to art. There's no wrong answer. There's no right answer. We're all just doing, what's best for us. But at the end of the day, what I wanted was something where I could have photography, but without it turning, every single time I step outside into a photo walk, into a street photography session. I wanted to be able to include photography in some capacity in my day-to-day life without it being a serious thing that I spend a lot of mental energy on. I'm probably never going to be a film photographer by most people's definition, but that's fine. So far, this project has been a massive success for me. It's changed a lot in my just brain chemistry, how I think of photography, film, I just like having it for this one specific purpose. The only thing I really want to change about this setup, this arrangement, is just to do it a little bit more, have more unserious days of photography where I come back with just a couple of random snapshots. Because I am particularly bad at slowing down, at chilling out, and I think that this is a tool that facilitates that for me, at least partially in some regard, at least as much as a piece of camera gear can. So what's your experience with film photography? Are you somebody who takes it really seriously? Are you somebody who has never tried it and wants to? You know, let me know. Tell me in the comments. I want to hear from you guys, you know. Tell me what your experience with film photography has been. But that's it. That's going to do it for this episode of Snap and Yap. If you do want to stick around, I'm going to throw some of these prints up like bigger on the screen digitally, just so you can see some of the snapshots that I walked away with. If you're not interested in the whole, you know, vacation picture slideshow, feel free to go do something more productive with your time. But that's it. That's all I got for you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate the support as always, and I will see you very soon in the next video.